roll up, everybody. Come join, gather. What am I went to know? Yes, I'm late. I'm always late. African time is still the Nigerian in me. Roll up, come join. Gather. So where are you people? Okay. Let's just have a little bit of a musical interlude whilst I wait for you guys to come and join me. So okay, roll up, gather. So let's get straight into it. Say hello as you're coming in. The hyperlink is there for you to come and join me live on screen. We're speaking to the sit at home thing that is being tested out in the eastern quarters to see how that is playing out and what the response is to that. So Governor Umahi, he responds. So we go to that space to see what that response is. And then we're going to Kaduna State to catch up with the latest development with regards to the students of the Greenfield University. So developments there. So we'll see what the latest is and what that portends for the Nigerian state. So you come in, gather, say hello as you're coming in, introduce yourself. One more word to know. So we get straight into it, and we start off at the eastern quarters as the powers that be respond to the sit-at-home demand or order from Ipob headquarters. So, guys, I bring you this. Stay at home, forfeit your shops. Umahi wants traders. So this is Governor Umahi now taking it on frontally with the Ipob movement to say that, you know, enough of the nonsense and you settle down, we'll settle you down. So again, the headline, stay at home, forfeit your shops. Umahi wants traders. So now let's now see what gambit is being played by this governor. Governor David Umahi of Ebonyi State has warned traders who comply with Monday's sit-at-home order should be ready to forfeit their shops. Umahi issued the warning in a statewide broadcast on Saturday in Abakaliki to mark the sixth anniversary of his administration. He was reacting to the order of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, to the people of the Southeast Zone. He directed that all markets in the state should be open for business on Monday. The governor said there should be free movement of people in the state on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and other days of the year. People should go to church on Sunday to pray for the nation's fallen security agents, civilians, and peace and unity of the state and the country. I challenge the youth, local government area chairmen, security agents, a Bubuagu security outfit, amongst others, to ensure that no one is molested in the state. Anyone who has nothing to protect himself should do so with a cutlass, which should be for protection and not for attack. He said all forms of processions have been banned in the state except those by youths organized by the council chairman. I have been notified about such processions and they are being used to profile our people for empowerment. I charge the Ebubiagu security outfit, which is backed by the state laws, to ensure that the people are protected, Umahi said. He said the state could not go into second slavery under any guise, pointing out that the secession the people need is massive economic development. There will be movement in other parts of the country if there is none in the southeast, so people should therefore ignore such order. Ebonyi people are grateful to President Muhammadu Buhari for all his assistance. Ebonyi people, rather, are grateful to President Muhammadu Buhari for all his assistance. And if people do not see his goodness, he has been good to us, he said. He urged parents and relevant stakeholders to advise youth to toe the path of peaceful coexistence and not depend on the illusionary influence of hard drugs and fetish powers. In a related development, the Commissioner of Police in Enugu State, Mr. Mohammed Aliyu, also advised residents to disregard the Ipob order. Aliyu gave the advice in a statement issued in Enugu by the command's public relations officer, ASP Daniel Ndukwe, on Saturday. According to Ndukwe, the commissioner appeals to residents to discountenance the order and go about their legitimate businesses without any fear of intimidation. We are reassuring everybody about the command's commitment to collaborate with other security agencies to sustain adequate public security and safety in the state in line with the mandate of Operation Restore Hope. The command warns anybody or group harboring any sinister intentions to disrupt relative peace and security enjoyed in the state to desist forthwith, as such attempts will be resisted. The command entreats parents, guardians, as well as religious, traditional, and town union leaders to caution their subjects against allowing themselves to be incited by mischief makers to foment trouble, Nduakwe stated. The statement further urged residents to remain law-abiding and vigilant as they go about their legitimate businesses. It appeals to people to report criminal elements and persons found fomenting trouble to the nearest police station. The News Agency of Nigeria reports that the IPOB had issued a sit-at-home order in the southeast on May the 31st to commemorate the death of many people during the civil war that ended about 51 years ago. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Koboko has come out now, and the whipping into shape of the people of the southeast has proceeded forthwith. So stay at home and lose your shop is essentially what the Ebonyi State Governor is saying to whatever miscreant is wanting to follow directives from London via the IPOB Radio Biafra broadcast. So sit at home and lose your shop. This is what the governor of that space is saying, and we'll see how that plays out then, which is tomorrow, Monday. So Monday comes, and of course, that will be the acid test of the potency of this narration that we have been hearing for years now. So it has since come to attention, especially on this platform, that that sit at home that is being requested by the IPOB movement might well actually be a ruse. It might be a sleight of hand, and it might be playing fast and loose with tricks. So tricksters is what our people are calling the IPOB people, and the reason why they are calling them this is because that Monday is traditionally, according to what we're hearing, is traditionally a commemorative day for Biafran fallen soldiers anyway. So that day has traditionally been marked in the East, irrespective of whatever directive is coming from IPOB. So if that day is marked as is traditionally done, then they will claim credit for people following their directive, which is essentially what people are saying. So that is what is going on in that space, the back and forth and the never-ending saga that is the Eastern Quarters. So a saga that seems to have come to an end, though, is the Greenfield students, and it looks as though that matter might well be coming to a conclusion. We sold properties to raise 180 million ransom, bought motorbikes for our children's kidnappers, parents of recently freed Kaduna students. So this is the price now for an education within the Nigerian space. You have to pay fiefdom and feudom to the bandits now, because the bandits, of course, rule the streets within the Nigerian space. So again, the headline: we sold properties to raise 180 million ransom, bought motorbikes for our children's kidnappers, parents of recently freed Kaduna students state. So now let's now find out exactly how this played out. Hold on, let me just reduce this a bit. Okay, parents and family members of the remaining Kaduna students and workers of the Greenfield University, Kaduna State, said they were forced to sell their property to raise ransom as the remaining victims regained freedom. It was learned that the bandits collected 180 million naira ransom and 8 new motorbikes. So bear with me. So just to pause there for a moment, 180 million naira ransom is a lot of money. So how is that handled is really the question. Is it handled in cash? And how does somebody handle that much money in cash? How is the withdrawal made? Because I don't even think there's any bank in Nigeria that holds that much money in their vault. So they would have specially requested it, even if there are many of them requesting it. So they would have specially requested it to get it together. And I'm not quite sure if they would have paid it all at once, but they would still have to have carried huge chunks of money to carry on to these people. So how do these people handle that money? How are they handling the money in cash? Because of course, you cannot stroll to your bank and deposit 180 million naira. And is this done by bank transfer? And if it's done by bank transfer, with all the linking of the NIN to the BVN and the XYZ and the ABCs, then these people should be easily tracked. So just by sheer volume of that money, how is it handled is the question. How are those motorbikes, how were those motorbikes handed over is the other question. So big business and big men behind these things is the point that I'm leading to, because no miscreant with AK-47 can handle 180 million naira, not in a million years. The 13 students and 3 staff members of the privately owned university were released by the bandits on Saturday afternoon, some few kilometers away from the school along the Kaduna-Abuja Expressway. They were abducted on April the 20th, 2021. Bandits had invaded the university, killing an official before kidnapping 19 students and 3 female workers of the institution. Few days later, 5 of the students were killed by the bandits for failure of the parents to raise 800 million ransom demanded by the bandits. Spokesperson for the Kaduna State Police Command, ASP Mohammed Jelige, confirmed the release of the remaining students and workers after 39 days in captivity. When asked of his health status, the police spokesman said once, when asked, that should be of their, but this is his. When asked of their health status, that should read, the police spokesman said once debriefed, we will get back to you. Although the police were silent on whether or not a ransom was paid, it was learned that the parents paid some unspecified amount to the bandits, who earlier demanded 800 million naira ransom. The bandits, however, reduced the ransom to 100 million and 10 motorcycles, and later asked the parents to pay 10 million for each victim. But our correspondents gathered from reliable sources that the parents paid ransom and provided 8 brand new motorcycles to the bandits before the students regained their freedom. Correspondents gathered that the bandits dropped the 13 students and 3 staff of the university at around a company from where the security operatives guarding the multi-million-dollar firm. I'm not quite sure what that means. Our correspondents gathered that the bandits dropped the 13 students and 3 staff of the universities at around a company where, okay, I think what that is trying to say essentially is that the captives were dropped off near a company that was a big company guarded by a mass of security agents. So that is essentially what that paragraph is saying. And this is from the Punch, by the way. So you wonder why the writing is so poor and the grammar is so bad. Trouble started when the company security refused the parents who came to pick up their children, insisting that the students will be handed to the police. The angry parents broke into the company and took their children away amidst jubilation. Meanwhile, the aggrieved parents blamed both the federal and state governments as well as the Nigerian police force for the alleged nonchalant attitude to security of the victim to secure the victim's release. They said they had to sell their assets to secure the release of their children from the bandits who had earlier vowed to kill them if their demands were not met. One of the freed staff members, Mrs. Bassi, thanked God that they were returned safely and reunited with their family. I gave God all the glory that we returned safely. They tried to take care of us. We were eating normally. Another parent, Mr. Bassi, expressed joy over the release of his daughter. He, however, expressed disappointment that Nigerian children had no future with the attitude of the government. Bassi said, after 40 days of trauma, trouble, confusion, disappointment, that the future of our children that were kidnapped, we are happy to see them alive again. But it is disappointing that both federal and state governments could not lift a finger to secure their release. No government showed any intention to help. It was parents that rallied round to ensure the students were released. We paid a huge amount of money to secure their release. The people, bandits, collected a number of motorbikes, which we had to give because our destiny was tied up. There was no effort, no fight by the government or security agencies to get them freed. We suffered and sold all our properties to rescue our children. No government, no security agencies that came to help us. It is shameful that those who did not contribute anything came out to take the glory. Now is not a time to take the decision of returning the children back to that school. The school authority tried well. We will take that decision later. Mr. Chukwuemeka Lawrence, a husband of one of the kidnapped workers, insisted that huge amounts of monies were paid as ransom. He said, we paid ransom before they were released. The kidnappers called us and told us the government is behind them, that the government knows what they are doing and that we should look for more money. We begged them, but they refused to listen to our pleas. We sold houses. The total amount we paid was 150 million naira. I cannot hide the truth. The government promised to protect us, but they are not doing so. How can my wife go to work for 2 days and I will be paying over 5 million naira? I can't hide the truth. That is what is killing us in this country. But in a video that went viral on Saturday, a parent who did not give his name said 180 million naira was collected as ransom. He said, 180 million, that is what they collected from us parents. Without the help of the government, none of the government officials came out to aid us. Since the 20th of April, they took these children The government did not release a single policeman to go after them, despite the dead bodies that were being brought. We say we have a government. I am sorry, we don't have any government. We only have those who are selfish for themselves and not for the masses. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. First, we have to celebrate with his family, with the family of these people, and rejoice with them as their children get released. So no government participation is what they are telling us as they scurried and rallied and sold assets, homes, and everything to try and secure the release of their children. So no government involvement, but of course the government now chimes in. Buhari reacts to release of 14 abducted Greenfield University students. So is it now the time to be speaking of? It's probably what the parents of those children will be saying. As I did, Buhari reacts to release of 14 abducted Greenfield University students. So now let's now see what Aboki has to say. President Muhammadu Buhari has reacted to the release of 14 students of Greenfield University, Kaduna, after staying in captivity for over 40 days. Buhari, in a statement on the official Twitter handle of the presidency late Saturday night, said he was relieved that the Greenfield University students freed on Saturday were now home safe at the end of a 40-day ordeal. Once again, the president condoles with the families of the students and staff that were killed by the abductors. The president assured that his government will continue to work with state governments to step up the protection of life and property across the country, including educational institutions and vulnerable targets. Kidnapping is a serious crime and a gross violation of the right of fellow citizens, he said. Buhari assured that kidnapping and all forms of criminality will continue to be met with Buhari assured that kidnapping and all forms of criminality will continue to be met with zero tolerance by security agents. So that is the hoo-ha and the blah, blah, blah that we're hearing from the Aboki. Okay, well, it seems as though nobody wants to come and chime in today, so it's going to be a short session then. So that has been the session. So I did come late, so I acknowledge that. Let me just read the comments, and then if nobody's coming to chime in, then we just close it there. So Favor comes in first. She says, Governor, let me put this on the screen because it's those funky things that they do in the East again, isn't it? Governor Umahi is a disgrace to Indigbo. So just Unzobu chanting there. Hello, hero. Hello, woman. Hello. Baker Ortiz, he always feels the need to tell us that he's watching from Los Angeles every day. So he tells us that again. I don't know. If you tell us once, then we know already. You don't have to repeat it all the time. Baker Ortiz, the politicians / government of Nigeria are such bullies, threatful and authoritarian, yet they claim they run democratic system of government. Is that not funny? So Collins Eze says, yup. I don't know what is yupping to. So Baker Ortiz comes again. Citizens has the right to life, association, but in Nigeria, people don't decide to stay back home or not. People can't decide to stay back home or not, regardless of the reason. Nigerian government will never stop to amaze the world. So, well, this is more the Ebonyi state governor this time around as opposed to the Nigerian government. Abaka continues, when has it become a crime or a criminal offense if people / citizen choose to stay in their home? Has the Nigerian government / politician has ever been nice or good to citizen telling about what to do? So I think we get the drift. Baka still continues or not. So Elo chimes in. So Elo chimes in, Nigerian security forces should mark some shops in Igbo cities that are not in operation on the sit-at-home day. The following day, these shop owners should be arrested. Oh dear. I think you are just looking for trouble, aren't you? So this is what Elo is saying. He or she is saying Nigerian security forces should mark some shops in some Igbo cities that are not in operation on sit-at-home day. The following days, those shop owners should be arrested as Ipob members. So, I don't. You sound even more draconian than Buhari, my person. But Baka chimes in, the Easterners should so whatever they choose to do after the Nigerian government do not. So I'm not quite sure. You just write properly, Baka, please. Baka says, I am a Yoruba person and I stand by the agitation of the Biafrans. So good for you. And then Baka goes after Elo. No government has rights to tell people what to do with their lives. So it looks as though it's a back and forth between Baka and Elo. So let's just take two more comments from them and then we just round it off. So Baka, Nigerian government or politicians can't the Igbo what to do, so that it actually can't tell or what not to do. If people like, they can sleep all day in their home. After all, governments don't pay for people's rent or give free homes in Nigeria. So this is what he has to say, and then we'll let Elo round it off for us. So this is Elo. IPOB is a proscribed organization, and arresting the shop owners is one of the methods to fish out IPOB members. Their tone will be different next year when it comes to sit-at-home order. So that is Elo's prescription that just weigh down on everybody and beat them down completely is the thing. Let me actually give you this one, which is just a quick one. It's just that side story that we have been following over the last day or two of our Tinubu and Atiku meeting at the airport. So let me actually play you a clip of that meeting first, and then I'll just give you Tinubu's response. So let's just bring up that video. I did have it. If I still have it, then you can have it, and if I don't have it, then you cannot. It's just a straightforward start. So this is the meeting that is led to all the controversy.
I'm not a talk, please, I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon, my senator, you're my representative. I'm not being talk. Madam, please, I'm not being talk. How can you call me a talk? How can you call me a talk? He's a public here. He's a public here. That's very wrong. Don't call me a talk anymore again. That's wrong. Very wrong. Very rude.
Sorry, that was the wrong video. Actually, let me see if I was wondering that there was a lot of commotion in that one. Sorry, I did have that video. In fact, I put it up on my page as well. So I do have it, but it's not now immediately to hand. So we just have to abandon that. Yeah, but if you go on my YouTube channel, you will see the video of Tinubu and Atiku piling up what's it called? In Abuja airport. But this particular video is Remi Tinubu just dishing out slaps to people. I'm a bit miffed actually that I kind of find that video, because I thought to play it to you guys today, but where is it? I'll probably find it just as soon as I come off screen now. I thought I had it lined up, or maybe I have deleted it, I don't know, or maybe it's saved in a different sort of like system. Yeah, I don't know what Baka is saying. or Yusuf. But let me just give you that Tinubu narration. So Tinubu breaks silence on meeting with Atiku at Abuja airport. So he's not going to say anything different from the party line, which they've already released a statement on. National leader of the All Progressive Congress APC, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, has broken his silence on the purported meeting with former Vice President Atiku Abubakar at Abuja airport. A viral video in circulation suggested that Tinubu went to welcome Atiku at the airport to show his support for him ahead of the 2023 election. Social media have feasted on the report, twisting it to suit their whims and caprices. But Tinubu's spokesman, Tunde Rahman, said the meeting between his boss and Atiku was a chance meeting. He said Atiku had arrived first at the airport and was in his car about to leave when Asiwaju arrived. Rahman said as APC national chairman was informed about Atiku's presence, he walked up to meet him. In his words, on the Asiwaju Tinubu Atiku video at airport, it was a chance meeting at the airport in Abuja. Former Vice President Atiku had arrived first and was in his car about to leave when Asiwaju Tinubu arrived. As he was informed about him, Asiwaju walked up to Atiku. So that is the short and crisp and curt and to the point response to that particular video. So not for me is what Tinubu is saying. But then, of course, only a fool would accept that this was a fortuitous meeting. But that is the narration that they are giving it. Let's see. I'm just trying to see if there's another incarnation of that rebuttal, and I wanted to see if it adds anything onto the narrative. The statement said the APC national leader has already indicated that he only supports the candidacy of President Buhari, who is on a mission to rebuild Nigeria. Okay, I'm not quite sure where this story. Okay, no, this is an old story. Okay, so that has been the session. Yeah, so that has been the session. Just a quick one. A note of cheer with regards to the students that got their release. But then, of course, the parents are insisting that there was no government participation, and they would not be saying that if the government had not facilitated the release of those students. So 180 million are pulled together by 14 families to secure the release of their loved ones. So that is the Nigerian space. In Nigeria, everybody is a government unto itself. You provide your own security, you provide your own electricity, you provide your own water, you provide your own home, you provide your own employment, you provide your own everything. So what exactly purpose the government serves within the Nigerian state is a mystery that continues to elude being unraveled, but to the pursuit of it, we must always go to unravel exactly what the purpose of the Nigerian government is. Conversations in the comment section, we end it here, but it carries on in the comment section, as you know. So I'll leave you here, carry the conversation on within the comment section, but here I say, peace.